You are sitting in the kitchen. It is 2 a.m. The house is dead silent. The only light in the room comes from the street lamp outside, casting long shadows across the table. You are staring at a glass of water, watching the bubbles rise to the top, but your mind is far away. Your chest feels tight, like there is a heavy stone sitting right on top of your heart. You had a terrible day. Maybe your boss humiliated you in front of everyone. Maybe you just found out your mother is sick. Maybe you just feel lost, like you are running a race you can never win. You hear footsteps upstairs. It's her. She is waking up to get a drink. And in that moment, a thought crosses your mind. You think, maybe I should tell her. Maybe I should just let it all out. Maybe I should put my head in her lap and tell her how scared I am. You think that if you show her your pain, she will love you more. You think she will hold you and say, "It's okay, I am here for you." Do not do it. Stop right there. I am begging you, do not say a word. Wipe your face, straighten your back, drink the water, and go back to bed. Because if you let that weakness out, if you let her see you crumbling, you are not gaining her love, you are killing her attraction to you. It sounds cruel. It sounds like I am telling you to be a robot, but I'm not. I am telling you the truth that society is too scared to say. I am telling you the truth that will save your relationship. Brothers, if you are watching right now, I need a small favor. My ex said I wouldn't even reach 100K subscribers. She laughed at me. She said I was dreaming too big and that nobody would listen to a guy like me. I need you to help me prove her wrong. Please hit subscribe, drop a like, and leave a comment right now. Let's show her what men can do when we stick together. Let's show her that this brotherhood is stronger than her doubt. Now, let's look at why you are sitting in that kitchen alone. You have been lied to your whole life. From the time you were a little boy, teachers and movies told you that women want a sensitive man. They told you that a woman wants a man who can cry, a man who can be vulnerable, a man who shares his feelings. They show you scenes in romantic movies where the guy cries and the girl kisses him. But movies are not real life. In the real world, biology runs the show. And biology does not care about what's fair or nice. Biology cares about survival. Think about it this way. Imagine you are on a ship in the middle of a storm. The waves are 50 feet high. The wind is screaming. The boat is rocking back and forth and everyone is terrified. You look up at the captain. You want to see him standing strong at the wheel. You want to see him calm. You want to see him in control. But instead, you see the captain sitting on the floor crying. He is shaking. He says, "I don't know what to do. I'm so scared. I don't think we're going to make it." How do you feel in that moment? Do you feel love for the captain? Do you want to hug him? No. You feel panic. You feel unsafe. You want to get off that boat immediately. That is exactly how a woman feels when you dump your emotional baggage on her. To her, you are the captain of the ship. You are the rock. Her entire sense of safety relies on you being strong. The moment you break, the moment you look at her with fear in your eyes, her safety disappears. And when a woman does not feel safe, she cannot feel attraction. She might feel pity. She might feel sorry for you, but she will not desire you. Pity is the opposite of desire. Once she looks at you like a child who needs help, she can never look at you like a man she wants to follow. Let me tell you a story about a guy named Michael. This is a true story, and it is painful to tell because Michael is a good man. Michael was the kind of guy who did everything right. He worked hard, he paid the bills, he loved his girlfriend Sarah with all his heart. But Michael had a tough year. His business started failing. He was losing money every single month. He was stressed out of his mind. He kept it to himself for a long time, but the pressure was building up like a volcano. One Friday night, they were sitting on the couch watching a movie. Sarah asked him, "Is everything okay? You seem quiet." That was the trigger. He couldn't hold it anymore. He broke down. He told her everything.
He told her he felt like a failure. He told her he was scared he would lose the apartment. He cried in front of her. He put his head on her shoulder and sobbed. In that moment, he felt relief. He thought, finally, I don't have to carry this alone. Sarah hugged him. She said, "It's okay." But the next morning, everything changed. Sarah was distant. She didn't look him in the eye. When he tried to kiss her, she turned her cheek. Michael was confused. He thought they had a moment. He thought they were closer than ever. But over the next few weeks, Sarah started coming home late. She started picking fights over small things. She said he was too intense. She said she needed space. 2 months later, she left him. She told her friends that she just fell out of love. But the truth was simpler. The truth was that she saw him weak and she couldn't unsee it. The image of him crying on her shoulder killed the image of him as her protector. She didn't leave because he lost money. She left because she lost her frame. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. You're thinking, that's not fair. Women cry all the time and we comfort them. Why can't we do the same? And you're right, it is not fair. But who told you life as a man was supposed to be fair? Men and women are different. We have different roles. When she cries, she is signaling that she needs protection. When you step up and comfort her, you are fulfilling your role as a provider of safety. It makes you feel strong. It makes her feel loved. But when the roles are reversed, it doesn't work. When you cry, you are signaling that you cannot provide safety. You are signaling that you are overwhelmed. It triggers a deep, ancient fear in her brain. It screams danger. Let's talk about a winner. Let's talk about a man named David. David understood the game. David was a firefighter. One day he got injured on the job. It was a bad injury. His leg was crushed. The doctors told him he might never walk properly again, which meant he might lose his career. David was devastated. Inside, he was terrified. Being a firefighter was his whole life. He was in physical pain and emotional agony.
But David knew something important. He knew that his wife, Emily, was already scared. If he showed her his fear, she would crumble. So David made a choice. When Emily came into the hospital room, crying her eyes out, David didn't cry with her. He grit his teeth. He sat up in the bed. He looked her right in the eye, and he smiled. He said, "Babe, don't worry. It's just a bump in the road. I'm going to handle this. We are going to be fine." He didn't know if they would be fine. He didn't know if he would walk again. But he chose to carry the burden for both of them. He chose to be the rock. And you know what happened? Emily stopped crying. She looked at him with pure admiration. She saw a man who was unbreakable. She saw a man who could stare death in the face and smile. That injury didn't break them apart. It made her trust him more than anything in the world. She took care of him. She cooked for him. She supported him, not out of pity, but out of respect. Because even when he was broken physically, his spirit was made of steel. This is the difference. Women do not care about your feelings. They care about how you handle your feelings. They don't want to hear about your fear. They want to see your courage. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is feeling the fear and acting anyway. When you are hurting, you have two choices. You can vomit your pain all over her and expect her to clean it up. Or you can process your pain, understand it, and present her with the solution. I want to pause here for a second because this is crucial. Brothers, remember what I said earlier. My ex is out there right now, probably checking my channel, waiting to see if I failed. She thinks men are weak. She thinks we can't build anything without women holding our hands. I need you to smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Leave a like on this video. Let's push this video to the moon so she sees it on her homepage. Let's show her that we don't need her validation to succeed. We have each other. Now, let me tell you a third story. This is a story about transformation. It is about a guy named Chris. Chris used to be like Michael. He was a nice guy. He told his girlfriend everything. If he had a bad dream, he told her. If he felt insecure about his body, he told her.
And just like Michael, he got dumped again and again. Chris was confused. He thought women were just cruel. He became bitter. He started hating women. But then, Chris found a mentor, an old mechanic named Sam who had been married for 40 years. Chris asked Sam, "What is the secret? Why does my wife still look at you like you are a rock star?" Sam wiped the grease off his hands and looked at Chris. He said, "Son, a woman is like the ocean. She is emotional, she is chaotic, she changes with the wind. You are the shore. The ocean can crash against the shore, it can storm, it can rage, but the shore never moves. The shore never complains that the waves are too hard. The shore just stands there. If the shore started moving, the ocean would have nowhere to go. It would be a disaster." Chris took this to heart. He stopped using women as his therapist. He started going to the gym. When he felt angry, he lifted heavy weights. When he felt sad, he went for a long drive and thought it through. He started journaling. He built a circle of male friends who he could talk to about real problems, not to complain, but to find solutions. Chris met a new girl, Lisa. One day, Chris lost a major client at work. It was a huge hit to his income. The old Chris would have gone home and panicked. The new Chris went home, gave Lisa a kiss, and asked her what she wanted for dinner. During dinner, Lisa asked, "How was work?" Chris paused. He chewed his food. He said, "We had a setback. I lost the Jenkins account." Lisa's eyes went wide. She started to worry. "Oh my God, Chris, what does that mean? Are we okay?" Chris didn't flinch. He continued eating. He said, "It's unfortunate, but I have 3 calls lined up for tomorrow morning. I already have a plan to replace the revenue within 30 days. It's under control." Lisa looked at him. She saw he wasn't sweating. She saw he wasn't shaking, and she calmed down instantly. She smiled and said, "I know you'll fix it. You always do." That night, the passion between them was incredible. Why? Because Chris passed the test. He showed her that he was bigger than his problems. He showed her that her chaos could not shake his foundation. This is the key, brothers. You must have a place to put your feelings, but that place is not your woman. You are human. You will hurt. You will bleed. You will fear. But you must build a system to handle that. That is what brotherhood is for. That is what prayer is for. That is what the gym is for. That is what meditation is for. You process the emotion, you extract the lesson, and you throw away the rest. You bring your woman the finished product, not the raw materials. Think about a restaurant. You go there to eat a delicious meal. You do not want to go into the kitchen and see the chef bleeding, sweating, and screaming. You do not want to see the mess. You just want the perfect plate of food served to you. You are the chef. She is the customer. If you bring her into the messy kitchen of your mind, she will lose her appetite. Serve her the strength. Keep the mess in the back where it belongs. It is a lonely path, I will not lie to you. It is heavy to be the rock. It is heavy to carry the burden alone. But that is the price of being a king. A king does not weep in front of his subjects. A king does not beg for reassurance. A king leads. And in return for that burden, you get respect. You get loyalty. You get a woman who looks at you with stars in her eyes because she knows that no matter what happens in this crazy world, you are the one thing that will not break. You have to decide today what kind of man you are going to be. Are you going to be the leaf that blows in the wind, begging for someone to catch him? Or are you going to be the oak tree that stands through the storm? The world is hard on men. Nobody cares if you are tired. Nobody cares if you are sad. They only care what you can provide. It's a harsh reality, but once you accept it, it becomes a superpower. You stop waiting for someone to save you. You save yourself. And once you save yourself, you can save others. That is true power. So, the next time you feel that urge to confess your weakness, the next time you feel that lump in your throat and you want to tell her how hard your life is, remember the ship. Remember the captain. Swallow that pill. Go for a walk. Call a brother. Do some push-ups. Come back to her when you are steady. Come back to her when you are the captain again. She will love you for it, even if she never understands why. Before you click off, I have a very serious question for you. I want you to dig deep and be honest with me. Scroll down to the comments section right now and tell me, when was the moment you realized you could no longer share your feelings with the women in your life? Was it a specific breakup? Was it a look on her face? Tell me your story. Let's fill the comments with the truth so the young men coming up can learn from our scars. And remember, my ex thinks we're weak. She thinks this channel is a joke. Prove her wrong. Subscribe, like, comment. Let's build an empire of strong men. Stay strong, brothers. I will see you in the next one.